Forget the sandwiches. This is how I'm serving tuna at my next party. It looks like a cake, but it's actually 5 soft layers of bread packed with a creamy, savory tuna filling. It's so beautiful. It's incredibly tender, and honestly, it looks way more impressive than a regular sandwich. You can make the whole thing ahead of time. I start with 2 cans of tuna packed in vegetable oil. I boil them for about 20 minutes, then take them out and let them cool completely. Once they are cool enough to handle, I drain the oil really well. Then I use a fork to break the tuna apart until it's nice and flaky, with no big chunks left. Next, I grate 2 medium carrots. Then I grate about 7 to 8 pickles. Make sure you squeeze the grated pickles really well to remove all the extra moisture. We don't want any of that liquid making our cake soggy. Then I finally chop a generous handful of fresh dill, followed by 5 to 6 green onions. In Iran's rich culinary tradition, dill and fish have always been a beloved pairing. Dill complements the flavor of tuna beautifully, and the green onions adjust the right freshness. So don't skip or substitute either one. They are both an essential part of what makes this filling so delicious. Then I mix all of my vegetables together, the carrots, pickles, dill, and green onions. For the creamy base, I add 150 grams of cream cheese to a large bowl, along with 5 tablespoons of mayo and a small teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. I mix everything until smooth. Then add 1 tablespoon of mustard and give it another good stir. Now in goes our vegetable mixture, the cooled tuna, and 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice. Give everything a really good mix until the filling is creamy and evenly combined. And now give it a taste. You may need a little salt, but go easy because the pickles already add quite a bit of salt. Now let's build the cake. First, trim the crusts off your sandwich bread, but don't throw them away. We are going to use them later. Spread a very thin layer of mayo over the bottom of your serving dish, then arrange the bread slices tightly next to each other, just like this. The little bit of mayo underneath helps keep the bread in place while we build the cake. Now spread a generous layer of the tuna filling over the bread all the way to the edges. Smooth it out really well, then add another layer of bread and just keep repeating. Bread filling until you have about 5 layers of bread. If you love this recipe, give this video a like, subscribe for more delicious recipes, and send it to a friend who needs to try this. For the very top, I like to finish with a slightly thicker layer of filling. Smooth out the top and clean up the sides so we have nice sharp edges. Then spread just a very thin layer of mayo around the sides. Now comes the hardest part, waiting. Cover it and refrigerate for at least 6 hours. Do you remember those bread crusts we saved? Let them sit out for a little while until they are slightly dry. Then toss them into a food processor and pulse until you have fine crumbs. Once the cake has chilled, take it out and spread another very thin layer of mayo around the sides. Then gently press the breadcrumbs all over the sides. This gives the cake a really clean finished look. And now we can have some fun with decoration. I'm using grated carrot, finely chopped green onion, cherry tomatoes, and green olives or pickles. And look at that! Beautiful!